All right, folks, this is Rafi West here, unscripted. Once again, just talking some stuff. Just want to talk some stuff. Let's talk about some news. I heard or I read Amazon is increasing their Prime membership. Now, I'm not an Amazon Prime member, but I wonder if that has to do with net neutrality. You know, the net neutrality repeal that happened back in was it November, December, something like that, maybe even before. It was expected that some places are going to start to charge, maybe even Facebook or maybe even, I don't know, because they got to pay to play, pay to get, high speed internet access so their websites run efficiently. So I just read that Amazon was increasing their Prime membership. I'm not a Prime member, but of course, that affects us all, the consumer. Um, that affects us all, the consumer and all. So, yeah. Um, what else is going on in the news? Tom Brady has injured his hand. I don't know if he's going to play. These guys always seem to be in it. 7 straight AFC championships. I didn't even realize that. Wow, that's really an accomplishment. Knocks down my Pittsburgh Steeler prediction. Yeah, so I don't know if he's going to play or not, but he's injured his hand, so that's big news for the upcoming playoff games and stuff, I guess. Um, also, what else I find interesting in the news? You see me wearing this red sweater, which is a hint, right? A sea of red hidden. I'm tempted to talk about that, but I want to talk about other things too. So a few little tidbits if you haven't heard that. There might be a cancer blood test I heard coming out. When I was out west, there's a company called Wellness FX, and they do like sophisticated blood testing. They have different packages. If you want to test for certain things like all the vitamins, all the minerals, thyroid, advanced blood testing. But now, I'm not saying this is them, but they're still a good company. They also came out with their own at-home testing now, actually. I think they have lead testing, thyroid, um, and a couple of other things. But there might be a cancer blood test now coming up. I saw that on the news and I found that interesting. Boy, the advancements that we are making. And, you know, so I wanted to talk about other things before I talk about the Sea of Red, of course, right? Because there's going to be another Sea of Red coming. But I got to tell you, folks, something, though, that I think, everybody comes on their channels and says, I believe, I believe, I believe, right? They believe this, they believe that, they make predictions, but this thing is going to be big, folks. It's going to be big. Bitcoin is going to be big because just in general, when something is a force and it shows some resistance, and you all know by now that it went from like its all-time high of 20,000 to over half down. When something is such a force and it meets up with such resistance, a lot of times it means it's going to be the real thing. This thing's going to be big. When, we don't know, but this thing's going to be big. I really think so. All the talk, all the negativity, all the news, all the uncertainty, a lot of times when that happens with anything, not just Bitcoin, it's going to be big down the road. Um, but we can't go crazy and have like, the fear of missing out, because fear of missing out can be good too, right? But as long as you don't like bet the house on it or everything, but this thing's going to be big in some fashion, like really, really big. And, you know, it just proves that we're all humans, right? We have emotions. Oh, it crashed down. It might go to zero. You know, I think a lot of money got in during the fall when it was going way up. A lot of money. Maybe some people were just see it as a gamble, first time ever investing anything. So there's a lot of money in there, intelligent money, not so intelligent money in there. So you got everything going on at once. Panic selling, this, that, new people coming in, but this thing's going to be big. This thing's going to be big. And I'm worrying this because there's going to be, you know, even the history of this thing, big crash, then it goes up slightly like it is now, then it's going to go down again a little bit, another opportunity. It may go down to like 8,000, 8,500 before it reaches another high. It's going to probably hit 22 or 25, if not around Valentine's Day, around within like 90 days. You're going to see Bitcoin at a new high, 22, 25, something like that. Because that's the pattern it's following. Um, that's how this thing tends to go. Several steps forward, a step back. That's how this thing tends to go. And there's still, regardless of what, there's new money coming in every moment. Um, there's very little money in this, right? There's like 1% of the population. Imagine if the stock market crashed, where all that money's going to come into, because people do chase. It's okay to chase, but chase intelligently. Imagine if the stock market goes down. People are going to take out money and they're going to move it into crypto, plus the new money coming in, plus when Korea gets back, you know, um, this thing's going to be big on a big level. But how do you play it? Like, here's a good way of playing it, I think. I believe it's going to go down again. And, everyone says buy when it goes down, but don't buy everything. Let's say you have a certain amount of money. Let's say, for example, you have 2 grand, let's say. So you go in, let's say you buy in with 500 and then you watch. And if it dips, then you put a larger amount in there. Then you put maybe 1,000. If it goes up, you just hold on to your money. This takes patience, but you hold on. You test it. You put a foot in because we don't know where the bottom is going to be. So then when it bottoms a little more, you go in with a heavier amount. If everyone thought like this, we'd all, in essence, be pushing it up, you know? Um, so you don't just say, oh, everything's on sale. You take all your money and you put it in. And by the way, for those of you who don't have a large chunk of money, dollar cost average in. If you could put 100 a month, every Thursday, every Friday, let's say, you'll keep buying in and the price will average out and you will build a big position. Most people, even if you have an average job, you can put, you know, 700 into this, I think is a safe amount. 100 7 times, you can squeeze that out, or whatever's right for you. You don't have to bet the house on this thing, but it's going to be huge. It's going to be really huge. And I know the altcoins are where like the money is. You can get big returns on the altcoins, but don't diversify too much. Pick one or two and go big on them. So you buy into your Bitcoin or Ethereum or even Litecoin, and then you're not just going to let it sit. If you want to play it really safe, you just let it sit. Your core holdings in one of the big four on Coinbase, and you'll be all right. But if you want to buy altcoins, then you take like five, and you got to take a chance, put like 500 into an altcoin or two. I wouldn't recommend putting 100 into 10 altcoins because if you do the math, not all 10 are going to explode. So you're looking for a game changer in this thing. I'm thinking one of the reasons, let's be honest, why people are getting into crypto It's because you're looking for a game changing thing. That's why, and so if you get in like that, diversify, but not too much, not full diversification for something like this. 20 coins, 50 coins. Mathematically, it's not going to work out. Hold like a handful, and that could be a little Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, and two altcoins. Two altcoins that you go big on, 500 each or 1,000 each. And then the rest you keep in your core holdings. And because this thing is going to be big at some point, barring some super hacking, and even if that were to happen, it'll go away for a while and it'll start up again. I mean, this is not going to go away. So, you know, every channel you hear that talks about investing, treat it as real, respect your money, do your research. That's all fine and dandy. You're in this to make it game changing, a game changer. So don't deny that. There will be a time when we could celebrate big on this. That's the whole point of this, right? You don't want to, oh, it's not, you're not supposed to celebrate, not talk about it, whatever. You're in this because you want it to be a game changer in your life. You're not in this because you want to, just double your money. Let's get real. You want it because you want to 4x your money, at least 4 times, 5 times your money, you know. So, like I said, if you don't have a lump sum amount, keep putting in. If it's 100 a month, 100 a week, 100 a month, most people can do, I think. That's a bill. That's a hangout on a Friday night when you want to go out drinking or, you know, movies, dinner. If you sacrifice one date a month and you take a chance on this, because this is going to be big, folks. All right. I'm wearing this red shirt because a sea of red is coming soon again, and it's going to be another opportunity to buy. That's what the history shows. It went down to like 9,000. It's going to probably hit 8. It might even hit 7,500 before it creates this new high of 22, 25-ish by maybe Valentine's. Um, you know, um, so yeah, it's supposed to be coming out. There's this new mobile wallet supposed to be coming out by Ethos that I don't know if it's a device or not, but you're supposed to be able to buy all the currencies straight with fiat money straight to that. So that's going to be another game changer in this environment. Most people, they find it complicated that you have to transfer Bitcoin from like your main exchange to another exchange to then buy the altcoins. Ethos, from what I understand, might come out with a mobile wallet sometime in the spring that you may be able to buy altcoins straight with fiat money. There's no exchanging Bitcoin or Ethereum. You got to buy first straight out. If that happens, that's going to be a game changer. The amount of money that's going to come in is going to be unbelievable. Straight, no complications. It's going to be a game changer. So, you know, um, we always keep talking about this. I always keep talking about this because it's just something I'm into. Maybe I'm an adrenaline junkie. It's, you find the excitement of the volatility. It's kind of like hitting a casino. It's kind of like the potential, the dreams, right? Um, but also, I want to end with this. Like, even if you are an adrenaline junkie and you like that, the big risk and everything, big reward, you always got to try to even it out. So, like, if you're dollar cost averaging into this, then dollar cost average into something else to kind of even it out. So, like, if you put like 500 into crypto, Try to put 500 into something else as well, safer, tried and true, just in case. A stock, reduce your debt, put an extra 500 towards a credit card that you may have out there. Something that gives you a guaranteed return, a safer return, because if this does all go downhill for good or for a while, which I don't think it is, but you kind of even yourself out, and then you can always change your mind and go bigger on crypto or something like that. But anyway, this video is getting too long. I want to keep them short because I know we as Americans, we as humans have short attention spans, but we ended up talking about this yet again, but it's the talk of the world there. I did mention some other news and I tried to stick to it, but it didn't work. But this is going to be big, folks. It's going to be big. It's just a matter of time. The obstacles, the negative talk, it's a matter of time. This is turning out to be my longest video. Thankfully, I filled it in with other things a little bit, I think. But we'll see how this goes. Whenever I wear this red shirt, that means a sea of red is coming. My friend left me this, and whenever I wear it, that means it's coming. If I don't wear it, you're in the green, and you're good, and you can relax. You should relax either way. This means opportunities coming. Time to buy, or buy more. Or just buy whenever you see this red. That's when you buy. That's when you get ready to buy. If you don't see this red, don't buy. If you believe in what I say, believe in the channel, don't buy unless you see this. You got to pick. If your dollar cost averaging into this thing, you got to pick a day anyway you're going to buy. So maybe whenever you see Rafe West wearing red, that's what I'm going to buy. Maybe you could leave it at that. I don't post videos that much, so you won't be putting in that much money. But this is just a topic that I like. I'm into it. I'm into the space. And that's about it. I'm sure a lot of you are as well. Take it easy. Protect yourselves. I'm wearing red, so protect yourselves. Don't panic. Hang in there and just use it as an opportunity to buy. All right? And on that note, goodbye, and we will talk another time. Peace.